Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So this will be our third episode, and in today episode, in video, I will be discussing about which universities to choose. So if I give you the overview of the last episode, in which I discuss about how to find your universities, how to find your dream university or your dream course in masters or PhD. So today I will be discussing about which universities to choose, because in Germany there are two types of university. One is public and the second is private. And I will, in this video, I will give you the tips also, and will share my experience with both public and private universities. And also the agenda of today's video will be about the block amount, the health insurance, and how admission letters will affect your visa, like visa acceptance rate also. So we will discuss all these things in detail in this video. So let's begin. First of all, we will be discussing about the public universities. So like, what are the pros and cons of public universities? So if I talk about public universities, then of course public universities in Germany are mostly state funded, and you only need to pay around 100 to 400, or sometimes 100 to, you can say, 600 euro per semester, not per month. Okay, so in this semester contribution includes a public transport ticket. So with public transport ticket, you can go around all over the Germany on that ticket. So that's the one thing, that's the one benefit of public university. You don't need to provide extra tuition fees. You only just need to arrange somehow 600 euros per semester and the block amount. That's it. The second reason is about the reputation. So in Germany, like, you can say public universities are the gold standard, because mostly the employers and the people in Germany prefer to choose the students from public universities. Because what I analyzed, their mindset is, if you are going to private university, then you are just paying to buy the you can say degree. So that's their mindset, and that's why they don't want to hire from those universities which are private one. Okay, and then if I talk about the third benefit of the public universities, then we can say it's the you can easily local integration. Okay, so easily local integration, I means like, because in the public universities, students from the from the Germany, from the all over the Europe, and from all over the world, like, are there in the classes in the like public universities. So you have the perfect environment to network with people from different areas, from different parts of the world. You can learn their culture, you can easily learn their language also. So that's why, and also practice the language there easily, because mostly people, students, they try to like speak in German, because mostly nowadays, uh, the change is happening, like, people, like, the people I mean, like the international students, they in advance learn the language, so when they arrive in Germany they don't have any problem. So I highly recommend you, mm, as you get the admission letter of any public university, start learning the language, because without language there is too much difficult survival for everyone out there, for especially for students or for people who are going on the visa. So that's why must learn the language, and ditch those people who try to say like, oh no, you don't need to learn German language, you can easily come here and do things in English. So it's not like that. Germany have very strict regulations, and you need at least B1 B2 language to survive there. Okay, so the fourth point is about the like jobs and internship opportunities. So German companies and German employers all over the Deutschland prefer to choose public universities. So like, if you have good if you have experience from your home country, and if you have like good academic scores or academic credits, then there is high chances you will get the admission, or you will get the jobs or internship opportunities from by choosing public universities. And then also, if I talk about the visa, because every international students who like are try to get into the Germany, they need a visa. So if you graduate from a public university, then you are automatically like eligible for 18-month post study job. because it's the because with the private one, you the like embassy in your country of the Germany will go through a heavy scrutiny, and if they find, or if like during the interview if you don't satisfy their answers, then there will be high chances like they will reject you. So that's the thing also. So of course with the benefits there are also the problems with the public universities also. So first of all, if I talk about the admission, so with the admissions, the problem, first of all, the problem is strict GPAs. Like you must have a good high CGPA, like greater than 3.5, 3.75, then you like get into public universities. Okay. The second thing is about like mostly all the public universities in Germany are massively bureaucratic, and they have like huge class size in each department. Okay, and you need to do all things on your own, from like navigating exams, paperwork, and like the professor interaction. So all the things you need to do on your own. Then if you are coming for the bachelor's in Germany, then it is like you can say heavy language barrier you will face here, because mostly when I was like going through all the uh, when I was like applying for the masters, then for the bachelors I also seen like their requirement is C1 German level to get admission in bachelor's in computer science, in IT, or any other field. So keep that in mind. So I will suggest you, my tip here is you must complete your like bachelor's in your home country, and for masters and PhD you can come to Germany, because for with masters and like PhD programs are mostly taught in English, so like that will be much more helpful for you guys. And also, if I talk about the theoretical concept, so in public universities, mostly the academic or the course programs are theoretically rather than like hands-on practice. So that's the thing. And another thing is about the dropout rates, because here education is free. So and the exams here are tough. Like you will find some difficulty in first second semesters, and then you will like get on the track. So the failure and dropout rates here are higher. So that's about the public universities. And now if I talk about the private one, so see, we like in the public one we have the disadvantage of getting the admission. So in the private one, if you have like 2.5 or 3 CGPA, and if you can't get in any public university, then you can get into private university. I am talking about this for Pakistani students. Okay, I am not sure about what the other East Asian countries grade scheme. Okay, so I will just focus on the Pakistan one. Okay, so here you just need IELTS, and you just need to pay fees, and that's it. You can get the admission letter within 1 week or 2 weeks. While for the public university, you need to wait at least 1 to 4 months to get the one admission letter. The next thing is, of course, you will find all, if you like prefer to get uh, like admission in German, then you can get admission in German, like in German language also. But mostly private universities are English taught programs, and also they have like dedicated career support. So like in terms of customer support, private like universities also offer one-to-one we can say sessions, like online meeting or in-person session also. But I don't see anything regarding this with the public ones, because I think mostly they are free, and they are like the staff is not paid by university because it's paid by the government. So that's why they like don't have dedicated career sport where you can ask question one-to-one. So that's the thing, because in private universities, if you are giving 10,000 euros, then they will like give you all the facilities they can. So that's the thing. And also with the private ones, you have the flexible format if you don't get the visa. So suppose if you have like you can say classes on the 1st April and you don't have any visa yet, or like you are in the waiting list, so you can ask the university, any private one, for the distance learning. You can get the remote classes, okay, online for first 2 weeks, and after that you need to defer into next semester. So that's the thing also. So now there are also disadvantage of the private one. First of all, it's of course about the tuition fees. You are paying like 10,000 to 30,000 euro, or sometimes 40,000 euro per year for only tuition, and it will not include any expenses. And for so suppose if you are paying roughly around 15,000 plus your block amount, so you will be like coming in Germany in 25,000 euros. So that's too much expensive. And I will suggest you, if you have this enough money, then you must go for the other countries where the like their national language is the English one. So that's why. The next thing is with visa rejection rates. Okay, so recently, when I was researching for this topic, so I just find out that like mostly in South Asian countries, German embassies like start heavily delaying or rejecting students for the private universities, such as the Erdem University in Berlin. I heard some rejection from there also. And if we talk about from the Karachi embassy, so I heard for the masters also they are rejecting students' application, and I'm not sure if like those students have the public one or the private universities, but they are rejecting. So because the visa officers think, or like these international students is like using a backdoor to choose private university, paying so much amount to migrate and work and settle here. Okay, so that's the thing. Another tip I want to give is the consultant trap. Do not go to any consultant in any area of your locality, in any part of the world, because they will just suck your blood. Okay, because the thing is, mostly private universities around the world pay 10 to 20% commission on every admission, like the student join from that consultant in that private university. So whenever you go to any consultant, they will like show you the benefits of private universities. They will like show you why you need to choose private one, not the public one. They don't give you the full picture, they don't tell you the full reality. Okay, so they just want their money and that's it. They don't care about what will be like problems, if you like what will be the problem for your visa. They don't care simply. Okay, and they don't also care if you like some savings, because many students, if I talk about Pakistan or in India, mostly their like parents are sponsoring them. So parents like give all their savings to send their children abroad, and then comes the consultant. They just like uh, only apply when the students go to those consultant, they only apply to private universities because they need to make money. Okay, so never ever go to any private university, any consultant and then private university. Okay, so let me share you my experience. So like when I was researching, so my father friend suggested me to visit the consultant in my locality. So we visit there and they asked us to like, what's your profile? So I shared all the things. Then they said, okay, uh, if you know or not, but right now the visa, like for the visa appointment, it is like at least you need to wait for 4 to 6 months. Okay, but if you go with the private universities, then you can get your appointment in 1 to 2 months. Okay, so that's the trap, because I didn't research anything about how much time it takes to get the appointment. So I just like choose that consultant. Okay, and he chose the private university, and I need to pay 96 thousand 9,600 euro for 1 year master's degree on top of the block amount. Okay, I will not name that consultancy, of course, because of the privacy concerns, but I am just sharing my experience. like how they just want to make money from you. So like I when I so like I got admission in University of Europe for Applied Science, which in the Potsdam campus. They have also the campus in Berlin and in Dubai and in two other locations also. So I asked them like, why don't we are going for the public ones because they are free. So they were like, oh, because with the private universities, with the full tuition fees, you can get the appointment easily. You can get the appointments in 1 to 2 months. So that's why we are choosing the private university. Okay. So I was like, okay, we can go if I can get the appointment in 1 to 2 months, then what more I need. Okay. So now I like joined the waiting list in you can say uh, in 29 December. Okay. 2025, and now it's 19 March 2026, and I don't get any submission, any correction, any appointment till now. And on the portal it's showing me like you need to wait 6 to 12 months. So my advice is, don't choose private, don't choose consultant, because they are fucking losers. Okay. And also I want to share some tip here. You will get only like you can reduce the time of your appointment, like you can get the appointment easily if you have scholarship from the public university, or if you have scholarship from the DARD, or if you have scholarship from the Erasmus. Okay. Or if you have some scholarship from the private organizations in Germany. Or the second thing is, if you have German, if you have passed German with B2 language German certificate, if you have, then you can get your appointment in 1 to 2 months. Otherwise, there is no other way around. You will get the appointment in 1 to 2 years. You need to wait. Now for the Islamabad embassy, you need to wait at least 6 to 7 months to get your appointment. And for Karachi, you need to wait for at least 1.5 to 2 months. So that's my experience, which I want to share with you guys. So yeah. Okay, so we also like discuss on why German people or German employers tend to choose the public ones. Okay, so for all the international students from all over the world, your only safe haven is only choose public universities. Okay. Or if they are elite private ones, because if you are going to the elite group, then you will on your own make like the network, and you will find the job in the elite network. You will find, or you will be working for someone, or you will be working with someone side by side. Okay, like the startup, or like some running businesses side by side. So yeah, so that's the thing. So the danger zone is for people who are choosing hybrid programs, because I think in 2025 there was a news like around 600 to 1200 Indian students were deported because they are like uh, getting lecture from German universities in India using like 1 to 2 semesters. There was like hybrid, and like you can get the lectures from your home country, from India, and then the last semesters you need to come in Germany. So German universities are like deported that whole batch. Okay. So never choose the hybrid programs, and never choose the commercial one. Okay, so now we discuss about why like to choose public or private one. So now comes the block amount. So see, there are two main account providers. I will discuss that later. So block amount is like the money which you need to survive in Germany, and it's mandatory, and it's not optional, because it's mandatory by the German government. For every international students coming to Germany, they must have this amount for their 1 year of survival. If, if like I break the block amount in different sections, then you need to pay the rent from your block amount, which is around, depending on the city to city, depending on locality to locality, it range from around 350 250 to 700. 250 I am saying because of the student terms, because of the public halls. Okay. So that's the thing. And then comes the health insurance also. you need to pay for the health insurance. We will discuss that later. And you need to also pay the Deutschland ticket. So Deutschland ticket, I think now its price is around 63 euro per month. So that's the ticket with which you can visit all the German cities and the neighboring countries also. And for the food and groceries, depending on your how you live, what's your lifestyle, you need to pay around 200 to 300 euro. So approximately you need in 2026 need at least 1000 minimum euros per month. And with my experience with the block amount, you can't fulfill if you like you can say if you like lifestyle is mostly luxurious, then you must do some side jobs, some side quest, or some odd jobs, student jobs, to afford your luxuries also in Germany. Okay. And of course student can also work for 120 full days or 240 half days per year. And right now the hourly minimum hourly wage is 30.5 euro, and you can earn to up till 20 euro on a student visa. Or if you can get the part-time job, then that will be much more beneficial. Okay, so which block amount, which block account provider to choose? So I only prefer Expressio and Fantiba. I will not give any advice about the Crackle, because recently Crackle have some like people are getting some issues with the Crackle about the health insurances. So that's why I will not include any sort of information of Crackle here. So if I talk about the Expressio, so they have like easy to set up, okay, and they have much lower fees compared to Fantiba. So Fantiba like charge you around $10 per month, whereas Expertio charge you around 5 euro. And also Fantiba charge you around 89 for the whole account opening also. So that's pretty much high than Expertio. So on an average, you need to have at least 12,168 euro if you are applying from Pakistan right now. You need this amount of euros uh, for the block amount. Okay, and also sometimes people face difficulties with the Fantiba because with their Swift numbers, and because their Swift numbers include X triple X, because that's for the international, and many banks in Pakistan they told students like we need the original Swift number. These triple X, we don't know what these mean about. So that's why people try to choose expertise. But if you can explain to the bank manager, or the bank you can say branch manager of whichever the bank you are applying, then I think they will accept you. They will like move your money from Pakistan to your block amount, a block account. Okay, and here I will give you some tips again. Don't choose Mizan Bank, don't choose Alfla Bank, if because they charge you too much on this 41 around 41 peak lakh PKR amount. They will charge you around 20k PKR or sometimes 30k PKR. I will prefer to you guys to only choose UBL account, UBL Bank, because they have minimal you can say interbank charges when transferring to abroad. Okay, so now comes the health insurance. So remember I talk about, we will discuss about the public and private health insurance. So now we will discuss like what is and why we need health insurance. So it is also mandatory by the government of Germany, for like you must board whenever you come to Germany, or on like you can say student visa, job seeker visa, or for the tourism also you need travel and health insurance. So there are two types of insurances here, public and private again, GKV and PKV. PKV means private and GKV means public. Okay, so if you like choose the public health insurance, then you don't need to pay the upfront. you like whenever if you have some injury, or if you like are you can say are crunk, which means you have some disease, or you are just tired, or you like not feeling well, then you can visit any doctor office, and you just need to show your insurance card. So yeah, that's it. And all the you can say fees of the doctor will be cut from that health insurance, and you need to pay this monthly. Okay. And in the public health insurance, there is one also further benefit is of the free family insurance also. uh, you don't need to pay, you don't need to buy separate health insurances for your wife, for your kids, so that's a plus point here. But people also have some concerns with the public one, of course, because everyone try to save up their money in this market in this current era. So you need to wait, you need to wait like 1 to 2 months, or you need to make appointment in advance. So that's the downside of choosing the public health insurance. Whereas if you like tend to choose with the private one, so private one, it's generally for the students, uh not for the students, for the people whose age is like about 30, or who are like making more than 69,000 or 74,000 per year. So these are for those people, because this is premium, and the premiums of this health insurance are calculated based on your health history, level of like coverage you choose. It's not included your income. Okay. So with this private one, you can get the fast access to appointments, you can get a special treatment, you can get the personal physicians also, you can get the luxury perks also from a single hospital room. Okay. So that's the plus point. And of course the negative is, of course, the you need to pay the upfront and they charge you too much. Okay. So I choose the blog account provider of Antiba, and they give me Mavista public health insurance, and travel health insurance. I don't remember exactly the name, but the blog account provider will provide you the health insurance. Okay, Mavista is for the travel, and Bremer is for the health insurance. So these both are the public one. So these insurances will provide you provided you by your blog account provider. And also the Expertio, I remember people try to tend to buy the TK health insurance or Dr. Walter health insurance, because that's much more feasible here. So that's the scenario, that's the overview about the healthcare. Okay. Then we need to talk about the radio tax. So what is the radio tax? Okay, so radio tax in German is called Rundfunkbeitrag, and it is like mandatory, you can say, broadcasting fee, which cost around, you can say, 18 euro and 36 cents per month. And no matter you are international student, you are on a work visa, or you are a EU national or a German citizen, you need to pay this radio tax. Okay. And do students also need to pay? Yes, you need to pay for both domestic and international students. So this is like you need to pay radio tax per house, not by how much people are living in the house. So if you are like living in the VKs, or which are like shared flats, so like if you are having 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 people living in that flat, then you can split this radio tax, divide the total by number of people. And like if you are living in a single dorm or in a single hall, in a single room of the hall, then you need to pay this radio tax fully, because you don't are like sharing your bed with someone. So you need to pay this whole amount on your own. So that's the radio tax. Okay. And also I will give you another tip here. Always buy the liability insurance also, uh, because as in the last video, as in the first video, I told you about liability insurance also. Let me tell you again. So whenever you break anything in Germany, then the house owner will ask you to pay the full amount for the broken part. They will not fix the specific part. So like if you break any fridge door, then they will replace the whole fridge, not the whole door. So that's why it's important, you must have the liability insurance. It will save you around like 1,000 euros per month. It will save you. And one tip I will give you here, whenever you are like you choose any room or choose any apartment, so whenever like you are going for the rent to rent an apartment, always list down the things in the apartment you have. Okay, if there is something broken, like the table is broken, the door handle is broken, of the fenster or of the fridge, then you must mention in that document, and you need to submit or you need to show it to your owner also. So he must be aware like these things are broken, and he will not able to charge you after like you leave that room or you leave that flat. So keep this in mind. Always look around what things are broken, or what's like if you miss anything. So firstly, the homeowner will give you all the list, but if they don't give you the list, then you should make your own list. Mention all the uh, like all the luggage you have which is already present in that room, in that apartment, and you must sign it with the homeowner. So yeah, that's the important thing you must always do whenever you are coming to Germany. Okay, so in short, today, I hope you understand my point. Why I will any whenever someone asks me to which universities to choose, either public one or private one, I will always give them suggestions to choose the public one. Okay, never go for the private one. They are just money making scheme. You will lose your around like 10k, 30k for master's degree. Okay, with the block amount, and if you like you can save that 10k for the next year if you in case you don't find any job, so you will have money for the worst case also. So today we discussed about after you get the university admission, you must have you must prepare for the block account, then buy health insurance. So health insurance is dependent on the block account provider. Okay, then go for the visa. Then after you arrive in the city, after you choose the room, okay, you then need to do the city registration and meldung also, and you need to pay the radio tax. So these are the things we discussed in this video. So I hope you guys like this video, you guys like this in detail, in depth explanation of what kind of universities to choose, what kind of private health insurance to choose. If you still have any questions, then you can ask in the comment section. I will happy to help you, or you can like email me if you have like any question. And if you don't want to ask in the comment section, or if you are facing some difficulty in finding like the university for your desired program, then I will happy to help you. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos. So I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.